Hey everybody, welcome back to the PowerMation YouTube channel. J.D. Teter here, Motion Control Business Development Manager for PowerMation, bringing you video number 2 of our Trio Motion Toolkit for LabVIEW. Once again, joined remotely, Eric Schaffer from Schaffer Engineering. Eric, take it away, sir.
Hey, thank you, J.D. Yes, this is Eric Schaffer from Schaffer Engineering, joined by J.D. Teter from PowerMation. Today we're going to talk to you about the Trio Motion Toolkit for LabVIEW, specifically using the Trio Basic Editor to run a Trio program in Basic, interfacing with LabVIEW through flags. So again, this is a future option that we can do for LabVIEW. Basic program triggered by LabVIEW flags. We'll talk about the toolkit itself, give a demo, and then talk again about where to find the toolkit. So the Trio Motion controllers are developed by the Trio Motion Technology Company. They've been providing controller hardware since the 1980s, and this hardware is supported by PowerMation. The Motion today is PC-based, interfacing through their ActiveX library. So the Trio Motion Perfect is the Trio editor. They program using their Basic, and again we interact through ActiveX flags with the LabVIEW programming. So let's talk about some of the functions that are available to you from Trio. And from that, we're going to take a look at the software reference manual. So as you can see, this software reference manual has over 1,300 pages of functions. And here is a list of the commands that are available to you. One of the interesting commands that I'm going to talk about is their frame function. The frame function allows you to do robotic functions using pre-calculated commands from Trio. If you can find your robotic design, you basically need to just specify it, and then the programmer just needs to specify the final X, Y, or however many parameters to get there. So the Trio Motion Toolkit is a LabVIEW add-on that supports the Trio Motion controllers, and it runs multi-axis motion for steppers and servo applications. It's a full instrument driver library and has supporting examples of every function. It also will have future support for EtherCAT drives and motors. The Trio Motion Toolkit was developed with NI and is approved by their LabVIEW Tools Network and is available through them and is installed using the VI Package Manager. Now I'm going to show you how to use LabVIEW to interact with the basic program. So this is the Motion Perfect editor from Trio, and what I have is an example to run a stepper axis. What it does is runs 50 millimeters 5 times when it receives a VR0 flag true, and then goes back to 0 position when the VR1 flag becomes true. Now the program here, if you can see, sets up the axis of 43, that is a stepper axis, sets up the scaling in units, speed, 25 millimeters per second, acceleration, and then clears those 2 flags and enables the hardware. So let's take a look at how to find the LabVIEW basic program. So under LabVIEW, let's open a new VI. And from there, we're going to go to the instrument, under your function, Instrument I/O palette. Under Instrument Drivers, select Trio Motion palette. From here we can see the VI tree, which has all of the VIs organized on it. And from here, we're going to open up the basic demo. The VI tree is like any tool, includes all of your functions and all of the examples. So the first thing I'd like to do is start highlighting on the Motion Perfect program so we can see where we're running, and start the program running on the controller. So from here we can see that it's waiting for the VR0 flag to become true. When I start the basic program demo in LabVIEW, it communicates through the IP address of the controller, and when I hit extend, it sets the VR0 flag. So let's take a look at what the motion looks like. Now you can see we're looking for the VR1 flag to become true. Retract sets that flag, so when I hit retract, should go back to 0 position. Now some of the other things that we can look at is we can set any of the axis parameters, such as speed, or look at the axis parameters. MP position is a good one to look at because that gives you the absolute values. So some of the other things we can actually edit right online on Motion Perfect while we're running here. So let's take a look at what would happen if we take the wait state and we change that. So I'm actually going to stop the program, edit it. So let's say we're going to change from 200 to 750 milliseconds for our wait states here. And let's rerun it. Again, when I hit extend, now we can observe that change in the program. And again, we can take a look at the absolute position. When we retract, that should return to 0. Okay, let's now take a look at the block diagram, see what's going on in the program. So we do include the actual program we're running here, printed out. And the first thing that we do is we set up initialization. This sets up the host or the IP address and opens communication with the Trio controller. When we get the extend, we set up the VR0 variable and set that to true here. For VR1, we can set that here. In addition, I'm showing this on the ActiveX. We actually have higher level. This is actually written for you at a higher level if you want to use that instead. So that's a demonstration of how to use basic motion written on the Motion Perfect run on the controller, controlled by flags in LabVIEW.
That was awesome, Eric. Where can customers find the Trio Motion Toolkit in the LabVIEW environment?
That's a great question, J.D. Here's where you find the Trio Motion Toolkit. Go to any of your LabVIEW programs and under the Tools pull-down, go to Find LabVIEW Add-ons. That'll bring you directly to the Trio Motion Toolkit under the NI Tools network. There, type in Trio, select Trio Motion Toolkit, and you will then be able to load it from the Trio Motion Toolkit screen and purchase it directly from NI. If there are any questions, please contact me or J.D. Teter at PowerMation, or Stephen Leeds at PowerMation, or Ed Novak at Trio Motion Technology.
Thanks everyone for watching video number 2 of the Trio Motion Toolkit for LabVIEW. Look for video number 3 where Eric is going to take us through the multi-axis demonstration using the Trio Motion Toolkit. As always, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe down below, and look for more how-to content on the PowerMation YouTube channel. Thanks again. Have a great day.